Now I'm gonna tell y'all right now. They took Roman Reigns' shoes off his feet. Okay? If you from the hood, you know what that means. You gotta tear that ass up.
Let's be clear, I ain't never took a loss. Every time I go shopping, I ain't gotta check the cost. Still independent, still my own boss. Still got bad bitches coming up they drawers. Keep the beat up like a motherfucking Frito. Lucci flaming hot like a motherfucking Cheeto. This is not an act, I am not Don Cheeto. Slut a nigga out, treat him like a free code. Yeah, you heard right, I'm a whole ass gangster. Made him eat my butt, I ain't even say thank ya. First gon' fuck, no nigga, I'm a prankster. I can make a thug nigga feel like a wankster. Pull up down my green like Shigo.
What's up, Lucci Gang? It's your girl, Lucci V, and welcome back to my channel. I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to be giving my predictions for this year's 2025 SummerSlam, the first two-night SummerSlam in history, baby. Okay, so if you would like to get into a little tea with me, then stay tuned to this video right here. But first, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, ding, 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 and let's get it. Okay, you guys, happy Thursday. I hope everyone has had a great week, you guys. It is time for SummerSlam. Can y'all believe it? Like, is it me or is it like, I don't know. It doesn't feel like SummerSlam. I feel like I'm so used to SummerSlam having like such like a better build up and like, I don't know. I am excited though for it to be a 2-night event. I'm excited that we're over having only like 4 or 5 matches on the card. We have 6 matches on each card. Some people said they felt like it was a lot. I don't. The more wrestling, the better for me, okay? And pretty much every match, I feel like when I think about the matches that are on both cards, there's not one match where I feel like, this is going to be kind of like, I'm going to go to the bathroom and you know, or I'm going to go fix my snacks during this match. You know what I'm saying? There's not really a match on the card that makes me feel that way. So I'm excited though. Like I said, the more wrestling, the more matches, the more entertainment, the better for me. That's just my opinion. Now, you guys know I am always so confident in my predictions for these WWE PLEs, but I must admit, this is the first PLE all year where I'm not 1,000% confident in my predictions. I can't even lie. Like, this one is a doozy, okay? Because I just feel like I mentioned before, I feel like because they're doing the PLEs so back to back to back, it's really hard to get a good build on the storylines, you know? And that's what I'm used to basing my predictions off of. I really pay attention to small details in the storylines, and that helps me make my predictions. A lot of these matches on the card just kind of feel like, you know, they're on there more so for like namesake, like for a draw and things like that. So I cannot say that every single match I'm 1,000% sure in my predictions like usual. And honestly, I usually, before I film these prediction videos, I look at the match card and I think of my predictions. I did not do that for this one because I really don't know. I'm just about to go off the heat of the moment. So let's go ahead and get started for night 1. Okay, first up, Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross. Now, this one, I do understand that a lot of people feel like they want Karrion Kross to finally, you know, have his big moment and have his W, but I do feel like he is going to have his moment, but not in the way we are thinking. Like, I think that Sami will win, but I think that maybe Sami will cheat. And so that'll be like the Karrion Kross win, because, you know, he's trying to prove that Sami's not really this perfect good guy. He's really a bad guy and all of that. So I'm going to say Sami wins by like cheating or something. Y'all know I love Sami, so I want Sami to win anyways. But I'm just saying, just off of their last interaction that they just had on Monday Night Raw, because at first I thought for sure, like, okay, yeah, they're going to just finally give this to Karrion Kross. You know, it's been all this speculations online. You know, he did that impromptu promo that went viral and all that blah blah. I'm like, oh yeah, they're going to give it to Karrion Kross. But after their interaction this past week on Raw, the conversation that they had is what kind of swayed me into thinking that Sami will win by cheating. And, you know, he's going to have to say those words, "You were right." I don't know, y'all. But that's my final prediction on that. Okay, Now we also have a tag match. Roman Reigns and Jey Uso versus Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. Now I'm going to tell y'all right now. They took Roman Reigns' shoes off his feet. Okay? If you're from the hood, you know what that means. You got to tear that ass up. Okay? Roman and Jey have to win this. There's no, they have to win this. Y'all pretty much stripped Roman Reigns naked, pulled his pants down, and spanked his booty. That's what it means when you take a man's shoes off like that. Okay? Come on now. They took it real far. They took it real far, okay? I feel like Roman and Jey have to win this. Jey, I feel like could take that loss, if it was down to it. But Roman, I feel like he has to redeem himself here. He has to. They stripped you, my boy. They stripped you, my boy. They took your shoes. They had your feet and your socks and your little toes dangling. No. We're not doing that one. We're not doing that one. They have to win, okay? Now, we also have the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. The Judgment Day. Raquel and Roxanne versus Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. Baby, I feel like Charlotte and Alexa are going to take this. I feel like that's going to be such a big pop, a big moment, a big thing. And this is a match I'm kind of not all the way 1,000% sure on, but in my gut, y'all, and I want to tell y'all, I had a dream about Charlotte Flair last night. Crazy. Because everyone knows I'm not this huge Charlotte Flair fan, but she was in my dream last night. Which was crazy to me. I was kicking it with her at SummerSlam in my dream last night. So, I'm going to go with Charlotte and Alexa. My dreams, hey, that's so Raven. My dreams was talking to me last night, okay? Now, we also have Randy Orton and Jelly Roll versus Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. I feel like we already know the outcome of this. We know the formula with WWE. They usually always have the celebrities win. I do feel like Logan Paul will probably be the one to take the pin. I do feel like this one is not one I really have to think on. Randy Orton and Jelly Roll will take the W in this. I'm not even second guessing that one. I'm not going to lie. Okay. Now, the WWE Women's Championship, Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill. Now, this is one that I thought as soon as Jade won the, what is it? Oh my gosh, what did Jade just win? What was it again? Oh yeah, Queen of the Ring. As soon as Jade won Queen of the Ring, I thought I automatically knew the answer for this match. I was like, oh yeah, Jade is absolutely winning for Naomi to cash in on her. But now that we have had Naomi cash in already, now I'm kind of second guessing. And I did just see something earlier that Bianca is going to be cleared the week after SummerSlam to be back in action. So now I'm just like, okay, they could take this some different ways. But I do feel like my good sis Tiffany, y'all know I love me some Tiffany time, but I feel like her title reign has been so dry, so boring. I'm so over it. And I do feel like the WWE definitely invested a lot of time and money into Jade Cargill. They have pumped her up to be this big superstar, this household name. So my final prediction for this is going to be Jade Cargill will win the title. Y'all do not know how excited I will be to see both Jade and Naomi with the titles. That is going to be that's history, right? Would that be the first time that two black women holding the titles at the same time? Clock it, okay? And then also, I'm guessing this will be the main event of the night. World Heavyweight Championship, Gunther versus CM Punk. Okay? Now, there has been so many rumors about Seth Rollins' injury being a work and not real. And that kind of changes everything as far as my prediction goes. I honestly do feel like Seth's injury is real. If it's not real, then this could be a crazy cash-in, which would actually be really, really cool to see. But I do think that CM Punk needs the title. He deserves the title. I do feel like they only put that title on Gunther specifically for the Goldberg match. And I'm going to go with CM Punk. He deserves it. Like, they just had him all over that Unreal documentary. I didn't even watch the documentary. I only saw clips on Twitter, but every clip I saw damn near had CM Punk involved in it. So I don't know. I feel like Punk deserves it. I feel like it'll be such a great big pop. It'll be crazy. The follow up Monday Night Raw episode will be crazy. Like, I'm gonna go with CM Punk. Okay, so let's hop into night 2 of SummerSlam. Okay, first up, WWE Tag Championship: Wyatt Six versus DIY versus Street Profits versus Fraxium versus Motor City Machine Guns versus Andrade and Ray Phoenix in a TLC match. First of all, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of bodies in one match. What the? That's a lot going on. I am really excited that we are finally getting this match on a PLE because you guys remember that TLC match that we saw with the tag champions on a random SmackDown, and it was Chef's Kiss. It was amazing. Shout out to the audience member that had tossed his prosthetic leg to Montez, and Montez, the match was so T. That really deserves to be on WrestleMania, if you ask me. But this is, I feel like, I'm not gonna lie, I usually don't like matches with too many moving parts because I feel like it makes errors happen, and you kind of notice too many things when there's too many moving parts. But I think it'll be a good match. I love watching the Street Profits. I mean, we're gonna have Nikki Cross on the sideline. We're gonna have B-Fab on the sideline. We're gonna have what's her name, Candice LeRae on the sideline. Like, there's gonna be a lot going on this match. But my final prediction, I do feel like the Wyatt Six will retain. I personally would love to see the Street Profits back as champions, but I just think the Wyatt Six kind of have to retain because they have been like, there's been this build up of all like the little tapes and the little segments and the this and that they're crazy and that they did all this, and then it kind of just fell flat and we didn't see them do anything besides before winning these championships. So I do feel like they will have to retain in order to keep this, like, they are forced to be reckoned with image going, you know what I'm saying? Because I just feel like, they had attacked Chad Gable, and they had got into the thing with the Miz, and like it was just a bunch of like open-ended things happening with them, and I feel like nothing ever like went anywhere or turned into anything, and I feel like it's only right that they retain. Okay, so next up we have the Intercontinental Championship: Dominic Mysterio versus AJ Styles. This is another one I felt like I thought I knew the answer to prior to seeing Dominic go over to AAA, and there's a picture of him with the goosebumps. It was crazy. I did read somewhere that WWE is trying to make Dominic a really big thing in AAA. I think my final prediction is going to be Dominic retains with the help of like Roxanne Perez or something like that, because they have made Dominic look so weak and scary on this whole build up with him and AJ Styles. And yeah, I feel like the payoff needs to be Dom winning. You can't be looking scary and all that and then still lose. Like, I don't know. That's my opinion. Dominic Mysterio is going to be my final prediction. Then we also have the United States Championship: Solo Sikoa versus Jacob Fatu. And this is a steel cage match. If you know me, then you know I love a steel cage match, honey. Okay? You let the bodies hit the floor, bust their head open. I want to see blood. I want to see, look, I love me a steel cage match, okay? I was so lucky on the holiday tour. I got to see CM Punk and Gunther do a steel cage match. That is a match that should have been televised, but I was so happy and so lucky that I was there on the holiday tour and I got to see that live in person. I may have some footage actually because I had my meta glasses on during the match, so maybe I'll find some footage and show you guys, but it was a great match. But I love me a steel cage match. I do think that Jacob Fatu will get his title back like WWE has showed already that they really like see potential in Jacob Fatu. They see something really big for him, and I think they want to have another one of the big celebratory moments like they did when he won it the first time. It'll be good for show. It'll be good for business. It'll be good for t-shirt sales and merch sales if we have another big celebration of Jacob Fatu getting his title back. So I'm gonna go with Jacob Fatu will get that title back. Will there be another bloodline member? I did read somewhere that maybe Zilla Fatu will be making his his little debut. They say shoot or shoot. Zilla Fatu, what's up with you? Hello, thank you. Y'all already know. If you follow me on Twitter, you know how I feel about Zilla Fatu. He a little young, but it seems like you're ready. Boy, are you ready? Hello, thank you. Okay, let's get into the next match. The Women's Intercontinental Championship. Becky Lynch versus Lyra Valkyrie. First of all, Lyra blew me with that promo she did the other day. So these my Becky stoppers with them fat, beefy, hamburger helper shoes. Like, girl, what's your problem? Irritated me. The promo was so cringy. And that alone is going to make me choose Becky Lynch to retain here. I do feel like the bigger money draw, the bigger, the bigger draw is going to be Becky Lynch versus Bayley. Lyra just, every time y'all be trying to convince me that Lyra is that girl, she shows me why she's just really not that girl. And then she did the little army about face move, the little hip hop hairy dance move, like hated it. Like, no, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go with Becky to retain, and then her and Bayley go on to their feud. Okay. Now we have the Women's World Championship match: Naomi versus Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley. I feel like Naomi has to retain. She's like, this character work has been great, and I do feel like they have already kind of planted the seeds for Naomi versus Stephanie Valkyrie for Paris. And that's my reasoning. Like, I feel like they're not going to put the title back on Io. They didn't do anything when she just had the title on. With Rhea, I honestly feel like Rhea is in this match for the draw, for the star power. Honestly, like, because the pop is going to be crazy. People love Rhea. That's what it is. I don't feel like they are going to take the title off of Naomi that fast. If they do, the WWE fans will probably riot because they've been waiting so long for Naomi to get this title on her and get the attention that she deserves. And her character work right now is crazy. Heel Naomi is chef's kiss. So I do think that Naomi will retain. Okay. And also the main event for night 2, undisputed WWE Championship, John Cena versus Cody Rhodes in a street fight. Now, this one, after WrestleMania, I thought I knew the answer. Like, oh yeah, absolutely, they're going to put it back on Cody on SummerSlam, blah, blah. But now it's like Cody is going to be leaving for a minute to film Street Fighter. So it's like, are they going to put the championship back on him just for him to be gone for a while? Then again, we don't know how long he's going to be gone because they did this whole thing with Liv Morgan being gone to film that movie that she was filming earlier in the year. And then it was only like for like 2 or 3 weeks or something like that. So I feel like Cody, I want Cody to get the title back. And the street fight element of it is what makes me feel like John Cena will retain, because we can have The Rock come back and help him, or is that wishful thinking that I want The Rock to come back and do something? Like, because I just feel like y'all left us hanging with the whole The Rock and Travis Scott thing. I know they said Travis Scott is out of there. He's not picking up on wrestling fast enough, whatever the case may be, but I'm going to go with my final thought being John Cena will retain. Somehow, some way. Even though I would love for Cody to have that big moment, win it again. I'm not going to lie, I would love it. But something in my gut is telling me that John Cena will retain. Okay? I don't know, y'all. Y'all already know. I would love to hear you guys' predictions. Comment down below and let me know your SummerSlam 2025 predictions. I'm excited to see Cardi B. I'm excited for it to be 2 nights. Y'all already know. Follow me on Twitter. My name on Twitter is LuchiV, the same name as my YouTube name, and I do live tweet during the event. So tune in with me. Everyone thinks my tweets are so funny. So yeah, y'all tune in, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching.